A few days ago I went for a ride on my specialised turbo Vadu and about half of it was off-road. When I got back I left the bike and the following day I came down to find that the rear tyre was flat. I did pump the tyre up again and it took several hours to go down. So now I'm going to take the wheel out and see if I can find out what has caused that puncture. I've checked the tyre and I can't find any foreign objects, so now I'm going to remove the tyre and look at the inner tube. I looked around the tube, which I had inflated, and couldn't see where any air was coming out, so I'm using the tried and testing method of dunking the tube in water. You may be able to see there's a very slow leak. I've marked up the position of that tiny hole using a Sharpie. That's so I know where to stick the patch. So I've aligned the tube with the tyre and checked the tyre. I can't find any foreign objects in the tyre or any signs that one had penetrated it and fell out. So it looks like this puncture here is one of those spontaneous ones that are associated with TPU tubes. And that's why it's gone down so slowly, over several hours. I've made myself a patch out of an old piece of TPU tube and I'll stick it on using this Bostik soft plastic glue. I don't bother cleaning the patch or the tube down with alcohol wipes. I just use a small piece of emery cloth to roughen the surface and to remove any dirt. I've just spread a bit of glue on both the patch and the tube. Now all I need to do is put the patch in place and press it down on the hole. Now I tend to press this down and hold it for about a minute. The patch is now stuck on. I just check around the edges to make sure that it won't lift. And while that dries, I'm just going to check around the inside of the tyre with my fingers just to see if there's anything else in the tyre that might cause another puncture. I checked round the tyre. There was no foreign objects in it that I could see. So I put the tube back in and now I'm going to pump it up and leave it for a couple of hours to see whether it goes down again. It's now been a few hours since I repaired my tube and pumped the tyre up, and it's maintained its pressure. So that repair was successful. Was that puncture troublesome? Well, not really, because I managed to get home before it went flat.